Hello everybody, welcome back. In the last episode of this pronunciation training series, we have talked about 20 vowel sounds in English, which can help you pronounce short words correctly. If you haven't watched it yet, the link is in the description below. Today's episode is all about pronouncing long words correctly. We are going to look at examples of long words and break them down and look at how to pronounce them correctly. And stay until the end of this video for a fun homework that you can do to improve your pronunciation. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Anika. I'm an English teacher. I upload lessons every Saturday, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now, let's get started. Today's focus is on long words. Exactly how long are we talking about? Well, we're going to talk about words with more than one syllable. Syllables are individual vowel sounds in a word. Every word has it. At least one syllable is there in every word. Even our names have syllables. For example, in my name, there are 3 syllables. A-ni-ka. Anika. Something very important to remember is that we count syllables based on how the words sound and not based on how they are written. So when you're trying to improve your pronunciation in English, I encourage you to treat English as a spoken language, as a collection of sounds and not as a scripted language. So it might be important for you to ignore the spelling of words completely until you've got the pronunciation right, and then try to memorize the spelling. In words with 2 or more syllables, one of the syllables is pronounced more clearly or emphasized more than the other ones. That emphasized syllable is called the word stress. The word stress is pronounced more clearly, while all the other syllables are sort of suppressed. Now, to pronounce long words correctly, it's very important to identify that word stress. Let me demonstrate word stress with an example. What is this object you can see in the photo? It's a hamburger, right? Don't worry, you don't have to remember the phonetic symbols that you can see here. But what I wanted to do is observe the sounds before I let you look at the spelling here. So in the word hamburger, there are 3 syllables. Ham-bur-ger. Now, the individual vowel sounds are a, e. Now, when I say the word naturally, where can you see the word stress? On which syllable do you see the word stress? Hamburger. Hamburger. It's not hamburger. It's not hamburger. It's hamburger. That's right. The word stress is on the first syllable. Hamburger. Remember, it is just as important to de-stress the other syllables as it is important to emphasize the stressed syllable. For example, if I were to pronounce hamburger with stress on every syllable, I would say hamburger. How does it sound? It doesn't sound very natural, does it? It rather sounds a little bit robotic if you emphasize every single syllable. Instead, what makes you sound more natural in English is to de-stress the non-stressed syllable. Now you may ask, when you come across a new word, how can you know where the correct word stress should be? And that's a good question. When you look up the dictionary, the word stress is usually indicated with this little apostrophe sign. Again, don't worry about the phonetic symbols. You don't have to know them. Even I don't know the phonetic symbols. But what you are interested in is this little apostrophe sign. The syllable following that apostrophe sign is the word stress. Now, some dictionaries indicate this in other ways. For example, sometimes the stressed syllable is underlined, or sometimes it is indicated with block letters or bold letters. And if you're using an audio dictionary, make sure to be observant of the word stress as you listen and repeat. It's a very good practice to develop an ear for identifying the word stress, because if you do that, you'll never go wrong. Now, what happens if you misplace the word stress? If you misplace the word stress, words can either become unrecognizable or kind of unpleasant to hear. So just like I was saying, all our names have syllables, our names also have word stress. For example, in my name, the second syllable has the word stress, so it's Anika. But I have been called Annika or Anika, which are not correct. What about you? How many syllables does your name have? Do people pronounce them wrong? Or are you lucky enough to have just one syllable name? Feel free to share it in the comments below. Sometimes changing the word stress in words can completely change the meaning of words. Have a look at this example. This is a dessert. A dessert is something sweet that you may eat after a meal. And this is a desert, which is an area of dry land like the Sahara Desert. Dessert, desert. Do you see the difference? In dessert, the stress is on the second syllable, and in desert, the stress is on the first syllable. Now let's look at the second pair of words. They look the same, but they sound quite different because of word stress. As a verb, it's present. Present would be providing something or making something known to someone. For example, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you SpongeBob, for lack of a better example. On the other hand, the second word could be a noun, which could be present. A present could be a gift, a present you receive for Christmas, for example. Or it could have another meaning, like the adjective being present somewhere, to be in a specific place. So this is present as a verb, or present as a noun or an adjective. Let's look at the last pair of words that are commonly confused. This word as a verb is record. The stress is on the second syllable, record. Just like I am recording this video. The second word as a noun is a record. A record, stress on the first syllable. For example, a world record. A world record could be something like the tallest man ever, fastest swimmer ever, etc. Record, record. Now it's time for us to practice. I'm going to give you a list of long words. I'm going to say them out loud naturally. Listen and repeat after me and try to identify what the word stress is. I'll give you some time to think about it, but if you need more time, of course, feel free to pause the video and think about it. Okay, number one is famous. Famous. And the answer is the first syllable. The first syllable is the word stress. It's not famous, it's famous. Number two, difficult. Difficult. Where is the word stress? It's on the first syllable. It's not difficult or difficult, it's difficult. Okay, number three is a little bit longer. There are 4 syllables here. Intelligent. Intelligent. Now, if you think it's the second syllable, te, you're right. It's intelligent, not intelligent or intelligent, intelligent. Number 4 can be a little bit difficult because it's a very long word and it tends to have kind of 2 stress syllables and not 1. One is the main word stress and the other is kind of a mini word stress, we can say. So the word is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Did you recognize the word stress? In entrepreneur, the main word stress is ner, the last syllable, entrepreneur. But then in the first syllable, there's kind of a slight word stress. So you could say there is a double word stress going on here. So this is something very rare. In long words, usually there is only one word stress, but if it's really long, sometimes there tends to be a mini word stress. The next word is a word that I've heard so many students make mistakes in, so be careful about this one. It's vegetable. Vegetable. Now in vegetable, the word stress is in the first syllable, veg. And be careful about this. There are 3 syllables. Vegetable. Vegetable. Again, be very careful. The spelling is completely different from how you pronounce it. So it is not vegetable. That's wrong. It's vegetable. And here's our last word. Environment. Environment. Where's the word stress? The word stress is on by. Environment. This word can be specifically difficult because by and ron are kind of varn, kind of blended together. So it's environment. If you've got all the answers right, great job. If not, don't worry. With a little bit of practice and determination, you can get there. And if you haven't watched my video on 10 common mistakes, 10 common pronunciation mistakes, have a look at it. The link is on the description below. I wonder if you guys have time to do homework. Well, here's an idea anyway. What I'd like you guys to do is to write a limerick. What is a limerick, you may ask? A limerick is a poem consisting of 5 lines. And a secret to writing a limerick is rhyming words. Now, words rhyme together or rhyme with each other when they sound similar. They're not similar in terms of how you write them, but how they sound. For example, day rhymes with delay, or bad rhymes with sad. In a limerick, the first, second, and the 5th line rhyme with each other, while the 3rd and the 4th line rhyme with each other. So the structure looks something like this. A, A, B, B, A. A lines have to rhyme with each other, and the B lines have to rhyme with each other. Now, once you write your first sentence, it gets really easy. My first sentence is, writing a limerick can be fun. Now, based on this, I need other words that rhyme with fun, right? So what could be other words that sound similar to fun? There is sun, done, pronunciation. So my second sentence is, it's great for your pronunciation. Now, if you're struggling to find other words that rhyme with each other, you can always go to this website called rhymezone.com. And over here, you can insert the word that you are interested in and just play around with the options. So this is how my entire limerick goes. Writing a limerick can be fun. It's great for your pronunciation. So quickly grab your pen every now and then, because it can be done by anyone. Did you like my limerick? I don't know. I think you could do better. So give it a shot. Try to write your own limerick. You can write about your house, your pet, the type of day you're having, about anything really. And usually limericks are kind of silly and not about something very serious or important. So you can just go crazy with your ideas. So I'm gonna call my limerick, Give It a Try. And once you have written your limerick, make sure to share it with us in the comments below. And also let us know where you're tuning in from. That's always nice to know. And I will see you guys next Saturday with our next episode of this pronunciation training series. Have a great week. See you next time. Bye.